Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. I just want to give my response on the Terrence Crawford and Danny Garcia exchanging words over social media. And at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford calling out Danny Garcia. Well, first of all, that would be a great fight. We all know that would be a great fight. More than likely, Terrence Crawford would be the consensus favorite to win that fight, but it still would be a good fight because we all know if Danny Garcia lands that left hook, he can pretty much drop and take out pretty much anybody. Ask Amir Khan, ask Eric Morales. So, yeah, you know, I mean, it would be a great fight. It wouldn't be, I think, a chess match like how Postal and Crawford was. I think you would see more brawling than you would boxing, which I think it would be a great fan-friendly fight for the people that like, rock 'em and sock 'em. Because we all know Terrence Crawford can pretty much do it all. If he wants to box, he can box. If he wants to brawl, he can brawl. If he wants to brawl and box, he can do that. So I just think it would be a good fight. To be honest with you, I don't think nothing would stop that fight from being made. Bob Arum has said he's more than willing to work with Al Heyman. Now we all know that Crawford fights on HBO. I don't know what his contract states. I don't know whether it's an exclusive contract. I don't know whether he can fight outside of HBO. Is it a fight to fight? It's on a fight to fight basis. But that's the only problem I see that would stop that fight. You know, whether this fight goes to regular TV or goes to HBO pay-per-view, because HBO has already proven that they're willing to work with Al Heyman because they just worked with Al Heyman a couple of months ago for the Canelo Amir Khan fight. So I don't see why they wouldn't do it again. Like I say, the biggest obstacle in this fight being made is like pretty much, would it be PBC or would it be HBO regular or HBO pay-per-view? Hopefully HBO wouldn't want to put this fight on pay-per-view. I think this would be the perfect regular HBO fight. I think it would do great ratings because, look, Danny Garcia has a fan base. He has a big fan base. That's been proven. He does great numbers on TV. You see his fight on Fox did some ridiculous amount of views. So I think it would be a good fan-friendly fight. But like I said, the only thing I think would stop this fight from being made is pretty much HBO. Would they roadblock this fight and say, well, it has to be on HBO pay-per-view, or we're not gonna, or we're not gonna, buy this fight. So, like I said, man, I'd like to see this fight, man, because like I said, it's a lot of good fights out there. The only other obstacle would be, okay, what weight class would it be at? Would it be at a catch weight? Would Danny Garcia be willing to go back down to 140? Would Terrence Crawford be willing to go up fully to 147? That's the big question. More than likely, the A side would probably be Danny Garcia, but I think Danny Garcia, if he's serious about taking this fight, I think a catch weight, I guess 144 would be sufficient, because Terrence Crawford did rehydrate the 157 for his fight with Victor Postol. So, I mean, we'll see. I would love to see that fight, man. I see a lot of good fights out there for Terrence Crawford. We all know that Terrence Crawford eventually is going to move up to 147, sooner than later. I think I wouldn't be surprised if he could somehow get Pacquiao in the ring, that he immediately moves up to 147. I don't see Terrence Crawford fighting more than, I'll say, 3 fights at 140. I'll say he fights maybe 2 more times at 140, and then I think he moves up to 147. So we'll see what happens, man. Anyway, man, I'm out.